So the filing of COCs has come and gone, and for those who are not in the know what COC stands for, it stands for Certificate of Candidacy, wherein everyone who wants to participate and run for the position that they aim for cannot hope to do so without this first step. I had filed mine to be considered by my kababayan, compatriots, as the next Vice-Governor of the Province of Quezon. And the following day, I had withdrawn that COC. So I had filed it on the 6th of October, and I had withdrawn it on the 7th. It was a sad day for me. And I did so not because there is late discovery of a reason that can disqualify me, or else the withdrawal will not be requiring of my presence at the 4th floor of the government complex where the provincial COMELEC or Commission on Election office is presently located. I am withdrawing because at this time, I had been reminded that I should remain in the private sector due to the very demanding commitments which will run in conflict with any government position's oath of office. I cannot deny the fact that at this point in time I am very much vested, and to divest will be to prolong the conflict of interest. My interest is linked and inked to my de facto status emanating from formal papers that, notwithstanding the actions taken by hostile parties, they are very much in effect. Furthermore, the notarized statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth, or SALN, that's required of every elected official, assuming of course that I will win. Let me rephrase that. Furthermore, the notarized statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth, or SALN, that's required of every elected official will not be problematic for me if what's happening now and what will happen down the road had already taken place last year, wherein I could legitimately produce tax payments of business interests and property ownerships, real and intellectual, that had been placed in my name knowingly and unknowingly, intentionally and unintentionally. But since they are yet to happen, my office will be occupied in sorting this out along with other baggage from my own personal affairs, which are being sorted out at this time but should still be part of due processes in order to be resolved. The nature of my commitments goes beyond the Philippine borders, hence it can be brought to arbitration and tribunal in order to determine the whys and wherefores. More on this later. Even though there is no need for law enforcement in this matter, but because the economic implications on trade relations cannot be isolated to just one locality or some families, national interest and national security will be invoked. That is where the law enforcement will be justified, especially now that the global alert for pandemic is not yet lifted. While it is true that after this period I can be seen in acquisition mode, it will not be because I've been paid to withdraw or to back out. I've been in politics through my family, and so I cannot be forgiven for not anticipating what will come out of this. So where will I get the funds, and isn't the timing too much for serendipity? But then I never stopped working in my declared capacity, have I? The proceedings and processes had been initiated since before 2018 and have reached our locality, coming from all procedural challenges at the national level. If there is any reason to suspect the timing, it will be on account of our legal team that finally has official reason and purpose to directly introduce our presence along with presentation of the incidentals of our continued existence and operation here in the Philippines, and to a certain extent here in Quezon Province. That's why it is relevant to our incumbent officials and respected men and women manning our bureaucratic system of regulation to receive our formal communication. Our organization will be making official apologies in my behalf to various offices whom I had intentionally added in my mail list, and because of this had caused unintentional inconvenience and confusion to their day-to-day work. I will be apologizing for not providing a way to unsubscribe. I will also apologize for the personal visits that I had made, and for failing to dedicate a competent person to an established address with a desk to receive feedback, requests, demand, questions, and comments arising from such a visit, and of course, to act on those manifestations. I regard this as legitimate lapses on my part on account of my last conversation with my late father, the former board member of the 1st District of Quezon, Claro Y. Talaga Sr. The incumbent one sharing his name, of course, will be my younger brother, Jerry. And is it irony, or perhaps, I don't know, coincidence that I had filed for a vice-gubernatorial position, and which my father had done so, and it was the highest office that he had aspired to be elected. He was the one who had to tell me of one consequence to repeated courtesy calls. The police blotters that I had made, which had provoked some families when I named a member of their family, will have proper personal and authorized representative to put the cause of the report to its proper perspective by giving chances to each one to respond. This is as good time as any to settle pending matters before and after the fact of such a report. Una po ako ay nagpapasalamat kay Tita Nancy sa pagsama niya sa akin sa COMELEC para mag-file ng COC ko. Sa paggamit ng ating sariling wika, ako ay umaasa na mas mararamdaman ang aking pasasalamat kasi ay madami po talagang dapat makatanggap ng aking appreciation and gratitude sa kandidatura ko kahit na hindi ko na ito itutuloy ngayong 2022. Isang mabisang luna sa anumang kalungkutan natin ngayon ang pagbibilang sa biyaya na hindi naman nahinto, ako man po ay nag-withdraw na. Balita po sa pahayagan ang pagkakapanalo ni Maria Reza ng Rappler bilang Nobel Peace Prize awardee ng 2021. Congratulations! At ito po ay nangyari sa panahon at termino ng ating minamahal na Pangulo na si President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. At kung ano man po ang kaugnayan nito para sa gaya ko na nakatira sa lalawigan ng Quezon, ito po ay mayroon ng nakalatag na resolusyon at pagtatapos kung meron man po. Hindi man po matutuloy sa pamamagitan ng prosesong itinakda ng COMELEC, ito naman po ay matutuloy sa Department of Finance, sa Bureau of Internal Revenue at sa pamamagitan ng mahalagang batas at internal memo sapagkat signatory po ang Pilipinas sa pandaigdigang samahan ng mga bansang nagkakaisa upang magkaroon ng sistema ang uri ng pananalapi ng isang taxpayer at kung hindi siya tumatakas sa responsibilidad sa isang bansa kung kaya't siya ay dumadayo sa ibang bansa. Ano po ang maiiwan na pananagutan sa isang bansa na lilisanin o ng isang mangangalakal, for instance, na isang businessman. Hindi po ako yon. Kaya po nagkaroon ng matinding pag-establish ng relationship ko sa iba pa sapagkat meron nga pong pandaigdigang sistema na ganito. Hindi ko po maitatanggi na ito ay pansariling interest na walang ibang may responsibilidad kung hindi ako. Kung hindi ko po ito pangangatawanan, wala pong ibang may responsibilidad. Kung kaya bilang Clariza talaga Garcia sa ating lokal na sistema, kailangan ko pong katawanin at pangatawanan ang personalidad na ito saan man po ako makarating. Dahil pansarili ng interes, tiyak na magkakaroon ng conflict of interest kung ako ay mauupo sa kahit anong posisyon sa pamahalaan na dala-dala ang nakatiwangwang na usaping ito. Sa mga kasamahan ko po, huwag na tayong manghinayang kasi may nakatakdang proseso na magaganap gaya ng auditing at exchange of information kung saan kasama sa realidad na ang mahahalagang departamento ng pamahalaang nasyonal at lokal. They will take formal and official cognizance of my name and person, like in audit, comparison of personal information, nakahawig or mapapagkamalan na ako. Hindi man po ako si Maria Reza na Rappler na nanalo ng Nobel Peace Prize ngayong 2021, pero sa pagpapala ng Panginoon, my own name, which is Clarissa Talaga Garcia, will be formally assuming my own screen name, my pen name or pseudonyms as a writer, my screen name in the music industry. So meron po akong sariling kalalagayan, sitwasyon at personalidad na hindi rin naman po dapat na baliwalain, and will be cognizable in our dearest commissioners and secretaries' desk in my true and real form and substance.